Today, I propose that the University of Mary Washington allow freshmen to keep cars on campus. The university believes that freshmen do not need cars on campus because they can ride the Fredericksburg Regional Transit Bus, or the FRED, with their student IDs. While the bus is a viable option, it has limitations. One of these limitations is that it goes far out of the way en route to one's destination. Last week, on Wednesday, my roommate and I decided to go to Chick-fil-A for dinner. While this would take no more than 30 minutes via car, it took over an hour riding the bus. That extra time is valuable to students, and yet, without a car, it is inevitably lost. If the proverb, time is money, is true, then the university knowingly allows students to waste their money by riding the bus. Another inconvenience of the FRED is that it puts a limitation on the items that you can bring. For example, I am an avid fisherman, and while I would love to bring my poles and my gear down to the Rappahannock by riding the FRED, I simply cannot. Having dead fish on the FRED would not be a good option. Now, if someone wants to go shopping, they can do that, but they can only bring certain items, what they can carry with them on the bus. One other limitation of the FRED is that it does not run late on weekdays. Just the other day, I heard a girl complaining in the university's dining hall because she wanted to go see a movie with a special Tuesday night discount, but the bus does not run late that night. While the FRED can take you certain places in Fredericksburg, it can't take you anywhere outside of Fredericksburg. The only way the freshmen can do that is if they have an upperclassman friend who has a car and is extremely generous. But even then, they can't go with a big group of their friends. If freshmen did have the opportunity to keep cars on campus, it would allow them greater access to explore the culture and activities of Fredericksburg and the surrounding areas. It could prove to be very beneficial to students studying history, as they would have access to the many battlefields surrounding Fredericksburg, including Chancellorsville, the Wilderness, and Bull Run. It would also give them access to the museums and monuments of Washington, D.C. Critics of my argument may suggest that there is not enough parking on campus for freshmen to have cars. While this is currently true, I have a viable solution. Behind Trinkle Hall and next to Russell Hall, there is a field that could be converted into a parking lot. According to an online calculation module, if there were 200 spots in this lot, it would cost around $300,000 to build. If the university charged freshmen $300 for a one-year parking permit, then within 5 years of the construction of the parking lot, the revenues from the permits could pay it off. Being a native of Stafford, which is right across the river from Fredericksburg, I can tell you that there is not a whole lot to do in this area without a car. Allowing freshmen to keep cars on campus would give them greater freedom, a principle that this country was built around, and one that the university should honor with respect to all of its students.